Hey guys, it's Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to another reaction video. The one that you guys could not help but keep requesting over and over and over and over. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this video or not, mostly because I'm just like, it's Rammstein, you know, there's not a whole lot to say about them, but you guys really want to hear my opinion on it. I'm probably not going to say anything you don't already know. But the hell with it. Let's get it started.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh, pyrotechnics. Ay, ay, ay.
Yes, definitely some freaking pyrotechnics, man. Of course. This was in my headbang challenge. I don't care who you are, man. Du Hast will get you freaking pumped, dude. Like, I don't care. If you say it doesn't, you are lying. That's about as primal as music gets, dude. Du Hast.
Must be one of those barn groups.
It means you have me in German.
Yes, it does. I believe the singer of Rammstein, Till, his name Till, something, shit, I'm sorry, I forget his name. He said something to the effect that German is like the metal language. At least I think he said that. Somebody said that about him. Yeah, it's like the most dark and most angry of the languages. So it lends itself very well to metal. And I would definitely say for the most part it does. If you're trying to do more of like a power metal type thing where it's more upbeat and flighty, maybe not so much, but you guys could prove me wrong if you want to send me some suggestions of some German power metal that sounds awesome. And specifically in reference to the Du Hast thing, I was actually just doing a little bit of research on this before I went and did this video. And it's actually pretty interesting with the whole "you have me," and obviously there's the fake translation they did to fuck with us Americans, the "you hate me" English version of Du Hast. The wordplay being that there's no pronunciation distinction between Hast with one S and Hast with two S's, if I'm understanding that correctly. And if you think about it in the semantic sense, "you have me, you hate me" is kind of like this dominating force who is this woman, apparently, who really hates him and because of that wants to keep him and control him. Kind of sick and gross, but that's the business that Rammstein is in. Du hast mich. Du hast mich.
He's scary.
Yes, he's fucking scary. I understand this is all a show, and it's definitely not my style. This shit's way too dark for me. But they do it so effectively, I would not fuck with anyone from Rammstein at all.
It's kind of scary.
Oh, what a happy, happy song.
I like rock and roll, and it's a little past my kind of rock and roll, but I appreciate it.
I like it.
God bless her. She's one of my favorite people on this show. But yeah, as far as rock and roll goes, this technically fits into the absolutely enormous umbrella that is rock and roll. But yeah, on a typical day-to-day basis, we would not refer to this as rock and roll.
What is this? It's like Snow White.
This probably is a heavy metal group.
I had to put my glass down to give her a round of applause on that one.
Sounds a little like Metallica in a way.
Huh. Put down your pitchforks, everyone. Just wait a second. For her to say that it sounds a little bit like Metallica in a way is not completely inaccurate, especially when you think about it from her perspective and also in the perspective of what Metallica's role was to Rammstein as an influence. Metallica is one of the fathers of modern heavy metal. Back before there was Metallica in the 70s, and I guess technically you could say in the late 60s, depending upon who you wanted to ask, they had heavy music, and they didn't really put the metal portion into it until around the time Black Sabbath was the thing. Black Sabbath was the first metal band, and one of you in the comments section suggested Iron Man by Black Sabbath for Song Suggestion Friday and told me it was a good doom metal band, and I lolled so fucking hard. Anyway, having said that, yes, so as far as modern heavy metal goes, Metallica is one of the fathers of that, and that also informed Rammstein's sound, especially if you listen to the tone of the guitars. That's really where you're going to pick that up.
He's rubbing his apple in kind of a suggestive way.
That's symbolic of what? I don't know. I can't keep up.
Probably your butt.
I wish I understood what he was saying. That would really help.
Maybe not, man. This is a great
Heavy
song.
metal.
Oh, give me a break, will you? If I didn't have to look at them, the music's exciting. Nudity. Nudity.
Yeah, this is definitely where I draw the line personally. Okay, I get it. They're trying to push the boundaries and everything, but this is definitely beyond the level of what I feel comfortable with witnessing. I understand Rammstein does a lot of social commentary and everything in their music, and that can be good. I don't know if their social commentary is good or not. I haven't looked too far into much of it. But as I've talked about in the Slipknot video I did, yeah, this type of stuff just does not appeal to me at all. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a sucker for Sensucht. That was the first album of theirs I listened to. But, I mean, yeah, this whole over-the-top shit's a little much for me. It's an awesome synth line over top of that guitar part.
You got a flamethrower, eh?
Oh, it's a torch.
Yes! Oh my God.
Yeah, if I was at that show, that would be friggin' awesome.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, we've got some BDSM going on.
And this is the thing that surprised me. I thought there was only one of their videos that was a porn movie. Bratwurst in mein Sauerkraut.
Okay, heavy metal meets porno.
I'm liking this better.
It is definitely a very classic metal kind of sound. It fits right in there.
And that's kind of the thing. That's why they rose to so much fame. I mean, they had a good mix of things going on. Had a good hard metal sound that's gonna make you turn your head at least for an instant to grab your attention. They kept it relatively simple. Not necessarily AC/DC simple, but relatively simple. And they used shock value as much as they possibly could. They've been a part of so many controversies and gotten so much publicity for it, you're gonna be heard of.
Ich denke, dass alles das ist sehr schlecht. Sehr schlecht.
What does that mean?
I think it's very lousy.
So this was wrong.
For those of you who are my German fans, if you could let me know what he actually said in the comments below, I'd be interested.
So finally, do you think their videos fit their type of music, or is it all just too much for you?
Well, it certainly apparently fit their kind of music, and obviously has some appeal to somebody, but not to me. It's too much for me.
When I listen to Rammstein's music, their music videos is definitely not the first imagery that comes to mind. I would say the music videos definitely accentuate what the music is, what they're trying to get across in their music. But yeah, I'm much happier taking the music by itself, even without the lyrics and without the music video. Although I gotta give them props, their music videos are extremely well put together, really well produced. Even if you don't understand German, you can tell just by looking at the videos that they have a message that they want to get across with each one of these. There's one thing I wanted to add that the Elders and the Fine Brothers never got into this video. At some point in my early 20s, I had this realization that, holy crap, is Rammstein a neo-Nazi group? They've been accused of this a lot, especially in German media. And if you look at, you know, the fact that they like to wear a lot of leather, they're white as all hell, scary as fuck, and they a lot of times have very militaristic imagery. Can kind of point into that direction sometimes. But no, I've looked into it, and I definitely wouldn't say they're remotely close to neo-Nazis, especially if you look at their their video for Pussy. Nazis are way more uptight and not nearly socially liberal enough to be able to do that kind of shit. Anyway, final thoughts. Rammstein has a great catalog that I think their sound has remained enough the same throughout the years, but has properly evolved over the years to where I would say they have a plethora of nice things to listen to. Again, I'm definitely partial to Sehnsucht. It's probably because it was the first one I listened to and actually might have been either the first or one of the first metal records I ever listened to. But their later catalog is excellent as well, and as a matter of fact, I would say their later catalog is much better produced. Would I ever go to a show? Nope. Whatever kind of stuff they're talking about doesn't have to be done in that way, and I don't have to see it, so that's just my personal preference. Told you I really didn't have a whole lot to say about this band. They're pretty cut and dry, and for the most part, relatively uninteresting if you get past the shock value. Not only that, I specifically wasn't looking to do one of this video, but you guys, you fucking asked for it. This video was literally, oh, let's sit a bunch of old people down and let them watch Rammstein stuff. And then at the end, we'll ask some questions. So, how did this shock you? Okay. Not much to it. Anyways, those are my thoughts on this. If you guys liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, all the usual bullshit. If you would like to know when I regularly upload videos, you can follow me on Twitter at BecomeTheKnight. You can also go check out my Facebook page. If you think that this video sucks because I couldn't afford a nice camera or nice lighting or any kind of decent angle or anything like that, I don't know, maybe you should go pledge to my Patreon page. That might help things a little bit. If you guys do want to pledge to me on Patreon, I would love you so much. Or even if you don't have the ability to do monthly pledges but just want to send a little tip my way, PayPal's down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on!